Yellow little children. Well, I hope that you're feeling happy today. We've only got 4 days to do our France quiz, and I'm glad to say I got a lot of facts from you. So I'm sorry if your fact is not here. I didn't put any in that came in on Thursday or later because I made up the quiz. Well, I made up the facts on Thursday. So I'm very sorry if you missed out on that. But that is life, I'm afraid. Okay, so the full name is the French Republic. The capital city, you'll know this, is Paris. The currency is the euro. The population, slightly bigger than the UK at 67 million. We're at 66. It's got a republic for a government. Very interesting history France has, because at one time there were kings, many, many kings, most of them called Louis. So France has got very interesting history, and in fact they had a revolution which was called the French Revolution, at which time they got rid of their kings, and no surprise that they speak French in France. Okay, so Louis the 14th, no, that's not the 14th, that's the 19th, excuse me, XIX. So X stands for 10 and I stands for 1. And what that means is that it's 1 before 20. That is actually what that's telling us. X and X is 20, and with 1 in the middle is 1 before 20. That's just how it's written. Okay, that's what we call Roman numerals. So at one time the Roman Empire controlled most of Europe and North Africa. Not Scotland, but most of Europe and North Africa and the Middle East. So that's parts of Asia, and they wrote their numbers like that. Okay, so Louis the 19th had the shortest ever reign of a king. There's a motto: liberty, equality, fraternity. That's the French motto, which is closely linked to their flag, which is 3 colours or a tricolour. And they've got a national animal called a Gallic rooster. A rooster is a male hen. It's a male chicken. I think a chicken is a generic term for hen is a female. Rooster is a male. Gallic, I'm going to guess, comes from the word Gaul. And Gaul, I don't know if it still is, but it was an area of France. Sorry, my knowledge of France is not as good as it should be. It is also known by the nickname the hexagon, which is a great fact that I enjoyed very much, because of its shape. It's shaped a little bit like a hexagon, and it is the largest country in the EU, which I did not know, but now I do, and now you know that too. What a great day for us all. So come back on Friday for the quiz on France, and don't forget to send me your facts about Argentina. Argentina is Isabella's country. I'm sure a lot of the boys know a lot about football in Argentina, because at one time anyway, Argentina was was really big in the world stage for football. And I think it has been eclipsed by other South American countries now, but certainly at one time. In fact, I'm going to tell you a little thing about Argentina. It's not really about Argentina, but when I was at school, there used to be every day an ice cream van came and parked outside the school, and you could go there and spend 10p and you could get 10 sweets. It was called a 10p mixture. Okay, I think they still do it, but it doesn't cost 10p anymore. And one of the sweets that you could get was called an Argentina. And it was called an Argentina because it was pale blue and white. which are the colours of Argentina. And it looked a bit like an Argentinian football strip. And it was a funny, what was it like? It was hard. There isn't any other sweet like it. And it was cola flavoured. It didn't look like it would be cola flavoured because it was blue and white. And obviously cola is usually black or dark brown. But this was cola flavoured and it was called an Argentina. So anyway, that's just a little insight into my childhood. So come back on Friday, but bring me your facts before then if you can.